Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us right here at the Bass Singing Central YouTube channel, where we are giving you guys tips and thoughts and techniques and all kinds of different stuff. We're just basically trying to build a community for bass singers to come to continue to develop as bass singers, maybe to get some ideas for going lower, going higher, how to maybe make your voice sound fuller, just anything bass singing. But this is my friend Eric Bennett, and he is with a group called Triumphant Quartet. They are great. They're in Southern gospel music, and Eric is a fantastic bass singer. And Eric,
you're too nice.
In another interview we did before, I actually told you that you were one of the guys I listened to as I was a young man learning to sing bass. And I love your singing. You are a fantastic singer.
Love yours.
Thank you. And so I want you to just give these guys, not necessarily your history, but just some thoughts about bass singing, what helped you along your journey, maybe some tips for them. And let's just have a discussion about singing bass, so maybe we can help these guys out a little bit.
Okay. Well, first of all, for me, I used to, want to be. I was a big Tim Riley fan, and I loved George Yonts. I loved several different singers, but and I tried to do the mask. I'm sure all of you have discussed that and trying to get it up in the mask and where the point comes out at the forehead, and for me that works to some degree. But I think there's a combination between, for me, I don't know that I want to be known as the lowest bass singer in the world. I just want to be known as somebody that can hit a low note here and there. And so I don't, and plus the placement, sometimes you have to make faces and different things and stuff that I'm not willing to do on stage. But so I don't want to go that route with it. So I've just chosen to hit a low note here or there and not focus so much on my lows. I want to focus more on my upper range, because in what we do, not everybody, sometimes some people are in different forms of music, country music, whatever. But if you're in gospel music, the number one thing is the message of the song, the lyrics. And so you want to be able to deliver those lyrics in a way that will touch somebody. So I always tell Matt, me and Matt were talking about this earlier, if you touch an ear with your voice, you'll be forgotten. But if you touch somebody's heart with your voice, you'll be remembered. And I always say that every quartet, whatever, has a bass singer. That's why they're a quartet. And every bass singer is low. That's why they sing the bass part. So what is different about you? If all bass singers just sang low all the time, then there would be no difference in bass singers. So my thing is to figure out who you are, figure out how you want to sing, and what kind of singer you want to be. And do you want to leave the concert, especially if you're in gospel music, do you want to leave the concert somebody saying, wow, that guy's low down, that guy can sing low? Or do you want to leave the concert saying, wow, that guy made a difference in my life, touched my heart, whatever. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. And
I think those are fantastic tips because, just going on what you were saying about what kind of bass singer do you want to be. I mean, that was kind of one of the things that I said in one of the videos that I posted was just, I picked some guys that I liked their voice, but they were all different.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I picked you because you can sing a melody of a song just superbly.
Thank you.
I love listening to you sing a lead and sing a verse on a song. Now I listen to Tim Riley because Tim Riley can
sit on
a low F and just make it sound as big as a house.
Yes.
But I love listening to you sing just like you were just saying, a song that has a beautiful message. And so that's some of the things that people that I listen to for different reasons, and then my voice just kind of came into what it is. And I don't feel like I sound like anybody particularly, but I sound like Matt Fouch. That's what I want.
Yeah, there's only one Matt Fouch.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I knew a long time ago that I'm not the type of singer to sit down on a low F every night. I'm just not that. I'm the most I'm the most consistent, inconsistent singer that I know, to be honest with you. I never know from night to night how my voice is going to be. So instead of me worrying about it, getting all freaked out about it,
Right.
and because I do know this, one of the best tips that I can give you as far as singing bass is to relax.
Hey guys, sorry for the edit, but my arm started
Cramping,
spazzing out. So I went ahead and did an edit. But Eric, you were talking about the best tip you could give guys is to relax.
To relax. But when I'm nervous, man, my voice cracks, breaks, all that stuff. But when I'm relaxed, I can go out and just seem like the low stuff is easier and the high stuff is easier. But God gifted us all in different ways, and I would just really suggest that you find out who you are and be you, and be comfortable with that.
Now, do you have maybe just one tip for those guys that say, I agree with that, but I really feel like I can sing lower than I am? Do you have a tip or an exercise or a technique that maybe they can work on as a young guy or a middle-aged guys to maybe get them to go a half step lower or a note lower?
One thing that I do a lot of times is, and this is going to sound weird, but one thing I do is I put my tongue in the roof of my mouth, and I hum.
Okay.
If you just hum with your tongue in the roof of your mouth, kind of open up your nose, and it seems to make the voice come out up here as opposed to down here.
Right.
And so that's the one tip that I have. Because everybody, like I said, everybody has these tips that come out here and this and that, but that's my one tip. So
cool. Well, guys, thanks so much again for watching. Thank you, Eric, for the great words of wisdom. Eric's a pro, man. You've been doing it how many years?
About 25 full time, yeah.
So
old man.
You're not going to get any better tips from anybody else for just straight up singing bass, no matter what genre you're in, just becoming a better bass singer. So thanks for watching once again, Bass Singing Central. Go ahead and subscribe while you're here at the channel and be looking for future exercises, more discussion videos with bass singers and techniques, tips, all that kind of fun stuff. Thanks so much, guys.